Well, with 2020 coming around in a couple of days, I could do with, maybe getting back to the channel. I don't know. Ooh, actually, I just got an idea. What if I don't know, like do some big project for 2020? I don't know, like maybe make it my year, make it my YouTube year. Kind of own it, you know? I might make some music, do a lot more collaborations with my friends, have this big secret project that no one knows about, and I reveal at the very end of 2020. I'm gonna say this right now, 2020 is gonna be my year. The world is dying, so I'm gonna review Sonic. Well, here we are. 6 years later, and through a global catastrophe, I am finally, properly reviewing a game. Feels really weird to say that. Sonic's first dash into the games industry started in 1991. Sonic was the love child of programmer Yuji Naka, artist Natimo Oshima, and many more at the gaming company Sega. They, looking to counter the, at the time, show-stealing mascot of Nintendo, Super Mario, who was selling consoles faster than ever, needed their own mascot, their own Mario. Well, a few proto-designs, Michael Jackson's inspired Jolly Road Boots, Sega's Boo, and Bill Clinton's Get It Done attitude later,
I did not have...
Sonic was born. Now, there have been many releases of Sonic 1, but most of them have nearly the exact same story. In an attempt to steal the Chaos Emeralds and harness their power, Dr. Ivor Robotnik has trapped the island inhabitants of South Island, turned them into robots, and put them in metal capsules. Sonic, who aims to halt Dr. Robotnik's plans and capture the emeralds for himself and save his animal friends, heads to South Island to try and do just that. Now, the beauty of everything that I've just told you is that if you don't go out of your way to read the manual, if you just put the game in, you're not told about this grand adventure about stopping this big bad man, what your aim is to collect, and where you even are. When you start that game up and don't look at anything, you're greeted to this. Just as a side note, don't you think it's great that we went from video games like this to the current era in 2020 where we're getting games like The Last of Us 2 with in-depth story and characters and real voice actors, shout out to Scott. But it's just kind of amazing when you look at how far we have come as the gaming community and programmers and design companies and everything overall. Being a platformer in the early 90s, Sonic's debut game had fairly simple controls. You push left to go left, right to go right, A to jump, and down to crouch. But the magic thing of this game was if you were holding a direction and pressed down, you would roll into a ball and perform what is known as the spin dash, which, if done on a downward incline, will actually increase Sonic's momentum, making him go faster. And that is the point of Sonic the Hedgehog as a whole. He goes fast. He's meant to go from point A to point B as quickly as possible. Now, as I said earlier, there are some things in Sonic's way, the robots, or badniks as they are called in the universe, who, put there by Dr. Eggman, will try and stop Sonic in his way. If they manage to get a hit on him, he will either lose all his rings, which you can collect by running around the stage, and they are literally everywhere, or if he's out of at least one ring, he will die. Getting hit disperses about 10 to 15 rings out in the area, no matter how many you've collected, and you have to frantically scrape her to try and get them back up. Now, Sonic's adventures across the South Island takes him to 7 different zones or places. Green Hill Zone, Marble Zone, Spring Yard Zone, Labyrinth Zone, Starlight Zone, Scrapbrain Zone, and ends with Final Zone. Each of them all being 3 acts, 2 regular stages, and the third one ending with a short boss battle with Dr. Robotnik himself in one of his many contraptions. Though they may be different and require different strategies, in the end it's all the exact same. Get up to him, hit him 7 times, watch him fly away and open up that castle, freeing up your animal friends. Now, if you're skilled enough to get 50 rings throughout a normal stage, which is Act 1 and Act 2, and manage to make your way to the goal with 50 rings, there will be a massive ring for you to jump in. Passing through the goal and jumping into this giant ring will send you to one of 6 special zones. Think of the special zones as kind of a weird 2D precursor to Super Monkey Ball, where you don't control Sonic, you control the stage around him. Sonic will internally fall downwards on the screen, and your job is to guide Sonic with the stage to try and find the hidden Chaos Emerald hidden somewhere in the special stage. If you manage to collect all 6, make your way to the final zone and finally thwart Dr. Robotnik's evil plans and his giant 4 kind of piston-y machine. I don't fucking know. Beating him will grant you the good ending of the game. Sonic runs all the way to the left back in Green Hill Zone, shows the emeralds off. The power reacts for some unknown reason, they fly off into the distance, vanishing from Sonic's view. Not really caring, Sonic jumps out into the front of the screen, congratulating you on getting the good ending. Now, I chose Sonic 1 because Sonic is very near and dear to my heart as a person. Like, I know he's in a very rough spot at the moment with, at the time of recording, no future in sight. But if it wasn't for Sonic 1, we wouldn't have 2, 3 and Knuckles, 4 regrettably, even though I kind of have a soft spot for again. But every other Sonic game, we don't have the Adventure series, and for that, I kind of just have to have a really big bias towards liking this game, because it kind of opened up so many more possibilities for me and introduced me to Sonic. Like, if it wasn't for this game and Sonic 3, I wouldn't be a Sonic fan at all. So, I don't like putting numbers on games. This game is great. Not perfect. Far from it. It's an early 90s platformer. It's not going to be perfect. It's hard as shit. But this game is wonderful to play. And if you haven't played it, I recommend you try and find... if you do own a Sega Genesis, of course, please try and pick it up. It's probably so cheap out there. But if you can't, you can play it for free on PC, and you can emulate it. There are so many different ways to play this game, and also, if you've played it before or wanted different twists, there are so many different hacks and mods of this game that replace certain characters, replace levels that just use a Sonic 1 engine, which I wholeheartedly recommend you go and look at. Or later in the year, if it happens, go check out people doing the Sonic Hacking Contest 2020, if it happens. It's amazing to see what people can do with this game, because it inspired so many people to do so many different things. And that brings us to the end to our first review. You know, I've really enjoyed making one of these for once. A long, not quick review. Now, the next review will be a quick one. It will be one of those mini-series. I do think I will now alternate between the two, just so I can actually not get run down and not get like a writer's block. That's what I tend to do when working on quite long projects. That's why I scrap a lot of them. But I'm working on a couple of things in the background. I'm working on the new podcast, which should be coming out hopefully soon. But the next video you will see on the channel probably will be a mini Last of Us 2 spoiler-free review. So if you want to see that, make sure you hit that like and that subscribe button. Tell me what you thought of this review. It is my first one after all. It's not going to be the best. Tell me what you liked and you didn't like in the comments below. But the next big review will be continuing on the Sonic train, and we'll be looking at Sonic 2. I've been Ryan the Reviewer, and I'll see you all in the next video. Have a good one.